Hey guys, sorry about that last video. I thought I paused it and I actually stopped it, but I continued to do the stitching. I don't know if you can see, very rough. Better stand up and have a look. Can you see the very rough? It's just tacking it all down so that, you know, when you move it. So that's all I've done so far. And then you just go on as you need to. Now, I've got my thread box here, so I'm going to pick some colours. Let's look, put that up there. And I've got my needle. So the last needle was quite long. I actually wouldn't mind doing some stitching or something in there, so maybe some really pretty purple. Nope. No. Yep. I wouldn't mind getting that colour. Sometimes you just can't. Ooh, that might be nice. But it's not quite that colour. And that's nice too. Wonder. Nope, here we go. The colour of that background. But I am thinking some French knots and all that kind of stuff in that. I think that would look nice. I might go those two. Okay. And I really squished these babies in. Ugh. So this is sort of like a pinky purple, like a mauve, which is what that is. Now, I might use 2 threads. We'll see how we go. I like doing fine stitching. And with these, you get 6 threads in it. So whenever I do cross stitch or anything like that, I tend to use 2 threads. I'll see how we go. If I find it's not showing up enough, I will use 3. A minute. I grab a nice big long thread, but then there's pros and cons of doing that. It tends to knot up if you're not careful. Okay. See, that's probably why I do 2 threads, because it's such a small hole. But it's one of them might see, look at my needle, it's got a bit of a bend in it. I don't know if you can see it. You tend to have your favourites, and this seems to be mine. Okay. So I'm going to put a knot in the back of it. Move that over. You can always look at this and have a look at some of the stitches I've done in that. But for now, I'm just going to start on doing a bit of a running stitch around. I quite like this little feather stitch. I think that's really nice. Okay. I would like to, I might start around the outside and just do, now I'm not going to go all the way down through to the bottom because it's quilted. It's got a bit of wadding, and I could probably just, it still picks it up. You may not see this. So what you do with that tacking, you unpick it once you know everything is down really well. Whether I even do a blanket stitch around that, I don't know. Just to make sure it's being held down. You can't even see it. Now, do we want a contrasting colour or like my other one? The running stitch just up, down, up, down. I noticed Rachel had a little one of those little thumb things, which I think is probably a really good idea because I'm constantly pricking myself. I mean, it's called slow stitching for a reason. It's not a fast process, but it is enjoyable when I haven't got people looking over my shoulder on the camera. And I can take it with me when I go to craft days or anything, whenever that will happen. It'll happen eventually when we're out of this quarantine. Now, well, not quarantine, lockdown is what they call it. Quarantine's only if you've actually got the virus, which I don't. One of the lucky ones. Must be pretty scary if you do have it. Okay. Lovely fabric. Because it's a quilt, some of the bits where it's already been stitched, if you happen to catch that, it does tend to be a bit harder to get through. And a good place to see some ideas for what you can do is also Pinterest. It's full of absolutely stunning stuff. What Anne recommended was to follow the pattern of the actual the patterns that you've got. Sometimes, you know, you might even be able to follow that. I might even do a feather stitch along there. I think that would probably be nice. Okay, so I'm going to go in and go around that again. So I'm just going to go around and around, and then on the inside, I'm not sure what she did. She did a whole heap of French knots or even seed stitch, but I might do a lazy daisy and then do seed stitch around that. So I like that you can see it, and I'll do it in this colour or maybe even a variegated purple thread, which I may have somewhere, but I like this colour. So it looks like it's about maybe 1/4 of an inch apart. You could have it as close apart or as you know, far apart as you want. I personally like it a little closer together. It gives it that real nice quilted look. Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit because it is wadding. If you put stuff down like what I think Rachel only had fabric, it makes it a heck of a lot easier. But I thought I'd cheat. See some of them. See how you look, how you can't see it. I've caught it every now and again. I might have just gone all the way through, but because it's what there's wadding in between, it's caught on the layer of the pink and the wadding. So I think if you had it's fairly sharp needle, it would make it a lot easier. But the whole point of this is that it's quite relaxing and slow stitching. Okay, once I've gone around, again I will show you, because you can't see it from where you are. I mean, personally, I think watching someone do slow stitching is totally boring. Doing it is alright, but watching someone do it is pretty boring. Okay. But if you're doing it, you set yourself up and you do it with me, at least you've got someone who is stitching with you in the background and have it like you're doing embroidery with me. Okay. There we go. Sometimes you just got to pull it. Really like this fabric. It's so pretty. The reproduction. 19 looks really 1950s, the colours, but I don't know how old the original feed sacks were. They were probably pretty old. I think it's such a clever idea back in the day, making all the flour and whatever they got all the seeds and stuff in out of pretty fabric, so that the wives could use them to do quilting. Very, very clever. I wish they'd do something like that again now. That would be nice. But then he would probably be paying through the nose for it. Okay. Getting there. The colour is just so pretty. Really like it. Now, I think I'm almost back to where I was when I started, because that's where it finishes. Here it is. So I'll finish off. And then I'll come up. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not. See how it's... I've just gone around, so then what I'll do now, because where am I here? I'll go, yeah, sort of pick that up. It's really cute. I might go underneath. Keep going. Where are we? About there, rather than, I mean, I could probably cut it off and start again. And then I do 1/4 inch from there and go around again. Okay. Because it's a, it stops there. and then that'll be 1/4 of an inch, so that'll probably only go up to there and then there, and that's where it'll stop. Make sure that you go over the top. There we go. Where are we going? Certainly makes it easier when I'm up this close for you guys, but not for me. Okay. Where are we? 15 minutes. What I might do is stop doing this now, so it's only very basic stitches that I'm doing, and then I'll come back once that's been done, and I might show you how I do the middle. So I'll just do quick 15-minute stints. There we go. I really love it. So pretty. Okay, no worries guys, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.